This video covers orders of operations. So in elementary school, you probably heard of the acronym PEMDAS, with P being parentheses. So we always want to solve things inside the parentheses first. Next is E, or exponents. You always want to do exponents afterwards. Next one's a little tricky, and sometimes people get this confused. So M and the D, right? Multiplication and division comes next. It's not always multiplication followed by division, right? Multiplication and division actually have the same priority, and we actually go from left to right in the equation or expression. So again, multiplying and dividing have the same priority, right? We want to go from left to right. And then the last two also the same, right? Addition, subtraction, also same priority. So we want to go from the priority is left to right, whatever comes first. If subtraction comes before addition, from left to right, we do subtraction first. But again, multiplication and division have priority over addition and subtraction. Before we get to the examples, I want to go over a few different ways we can show multiplication and division. So as we move up in school, we stop using x for multiplication because x is usually used as a variable. Instead, we'll either use a dot to show for multiplication, or we just use parentheses. Right? So if there's no operation between a number and a parentheses, like if there's no plus or minus or any other operation here, if it's blank, this also implies multiplication. So 3 parentheses 5 also means 3 times 5. And then here we can also write division as a fraction, right? Like 15 divided by 3. Like if you think about it, the division sign here, right? This division sign is really a fraction, right? This is a number on top, that's a number on the bottom, and this means divide. Like for example, 1 divided by 2. You can read this as 1/2 or 1 over 2, but it's also the same as 1 divided by 2. Because if you do 1 divided by 2, you get 0.5, which is equal to 1/2. Okay, time for the practice problems. Number 1, 2 to the 4th power divided by 8 plus 5. So I check my orders of operations. There's nothing inside of parentheses. So first I do exponents. I say 2 to the 4th power. That's 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, times 2, which is 16. So this becomes 16 divided by 8 plus 5. Next we have division and an addition left. Division comes next. So 16 divided by 8 is 2, and then plus 5, and lastly 2 plus 5 is 7. Okay, number 2. 18 plus 2 parentheses 1 plus 3 squared. So we have addition, we have parentheses, and we have addition inside the parentheses and exponents. So PEMDAS tells us to do what's inside the exponents first. Inside the exponents we have addition and exponents, so we do exponents first because that has priority. So 3 squared is 9. And then we fill out the rest. Oh, I should write that in red. So 3 squared is 9. And then bring everything else down. 2 times 1 plus 9. Next, we're still doing inside the parentheses, and so 1 plus 9 is equal to 10. So 18 plus 2 parentheses 10. Now we still have two operations here, right? We have addition and a number next to parentheses. Remember, that means multiplication. So we have to multiply first. So we do 2 times 10, which is 20, plus 18. And lastly, we get our answer of 38. Okay, number 3. Parentheses 16 divided by 4, and then plus 4 parentheses 2 squared minus 2. Okay, we have a lot of stuff. So in the left parentheses, there's only one thing to do, so I'm going to do that. So that's going to be 4. In the right parentheses, there's an exponent and the subtraction, so I'm going to do the exponent. So that's also going to be 4. So plus 4 times 4 minus 2. And then next I do the subtraction inside the right parentheses. 4 minus 2 is 2, whoops, red, 2. And then it's 4 plus 4 parentheses 2. So now I have addition and multiplication. So I'm going to do multiplication next. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 4, and that's going to equal 12. And number 4. 35 plus 4 squared minus parentheses 6 minus 3. Okay, here we have inside parentheses first, 6 minus 3 is 3. 35 plus 4 squared minus that. Next up, we have exponents. So 4 squared is 16. Bring everything else down. 35 plus 16 minus 3. Now we have addition and subtraction, right? So they're the same priority, which means I go left to right. So I'm going to do addition first, then subtraction. 15 minus 16 is 25. 24? No, 19. Is it 19? Oh, hold up. I need to write this out because I'm tired. I don't want to think. 15 minus, yeah, okay, yeah. 2, it is 19. I am not tripping. 19 minus 3, and that's gonna be 16. All right, uno más. Let's do 114 divided by bracket. So a bracket is the same as parentheses, except it differentiates because there's basically multiple parentheses within each other. 3 to the third power parentheses and bracket. So here we have bracket and then we have parentheses. Normally this is the bracket means the exact same thing as the parentheses, except you write it as bracket so you can tell that these two are a matching pair of parentheses while these two are a matching pair, right? If these were parentheses, you wouldn't tell, if this is the first one, you wouldn't tell which one was the second one. So with the bracket, you can differentiate the pairs of parentheses. So inside this bracket, we have even more. So we have another parentheses. Inside this parentheses, we have addition and exponents. So we prioritize the exponents. 3 to the third power, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. And then copy everything down, plus 1, 2 plus 1 bracket, divided by 114. Okay. Next we do here 1 plus 27. That's going to be 28. 28. And copy the rest down. 1 plus 2 parentheses 28 bracket. And then 114 divided by that. Next, inside this bracket, well, there's nothing left in this parentheses, right? So we have to do inside the bracket. There's addition and then there's multiplication. So we multiply first. 2 times 28 is 56. And then 1 plus that in a bracket. And then 114 divided by that. And we're almost done. Now we have inside this bracket is 1 plus 56, which is 57. And then 114 divided by 57. And our answer is 2. All right, good luck on your practice problems.